Hollywood is hoping for many blockbusters this holiday season, and so is our next guest. In fact, he's banking on you and your family going to the movies over Christmas and the New Year. We're joined this morning by David Brain. He's Chief Executive of Entertainment Properties Trust. Welcome and good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Susan.
Explain to me very briefly as to what your company is. We know what REITs are. Is yours simply a REIT that specializes in movie theaters?
You've got it. You've got it right there. We are a real estate owner and landlord and lessor. We own theaters. We're the largest owner of movie theaters in the world. And we lease to the operators you know and love as Lowe's Cineplex and AMC, Regal, and all the names across the nation, Movieco, Consolidated Theaters, Rave Review Cinemas, those names.
Okay, so David, is this a growth industry when you think about home entertainment, how that has skyrocketed? You know, you go into a person's home and they say, this is our media center, this is our home entertainment area, this is our family theater. Does that hurt your business?
Absolutely not. No, in fact, it's kind of counterintuitive, but the truth of the matter is it actually helps. You see, people won't stay home all the time, and so when they go out, what they do at home does matter. And if they become videophiles, if they become more interested in movie genres, titles, actors, directors, serials while they're at home, they also are very interested in exploring those more so when they're out. So actually, home movie watching actually reinforces and promotes movie going at the theater when you go out, because people don't want to stay at home all the time, and when they go out, they will more often go to movies as they're more apt to watch movies at home.
Well, I'm one of those. I really like to go out on weekends or my nights off. I really like to go out there and see something, preferably on a big screen. But it has not been a great year for movies. That really has been a disappointment for you, hasn't it?
Well, it's been kind of a flat year for movies, but you know, this is really a good space going into the holiday season being flat, given, just as you said in an earlier interview, this was an election and an Olympics year. And the election and Olympics year usually lead the major studios to pull back their release calendar a little bit, particularly during the late summer. Summer finishes a little flat and fall starts a little slow because of those two things, particularly that very highly contested election as we did this year. So we're looking for a very nice holiday season and a good finish, and we're already up 2 to 3% already this year, so we'll just improve on that.
Right, but of course what it also does, then you compress the calendar, so even some of the really expensive, highly anticipated movies may not bring in the numbers.
Well, that does happen when you deal with a little less time, you deal with a little more compression. But again, very often what we've seen in other four-year intervals where we have Olympics and elections, you will see some carryover into the early parts of the year in 2005 now. And that'll be, you know, these are usually kind of slow months, January, February, in a lot of retail categories, the movies included. But what you will see is you will see a little stronger period there because of the compression and the fall over into the next year for those titles that are released in December.
We've got to go, but just what movie are you looking forward to the most this holiday season?
Oh, The Incredibles is the one probably I was looking forward to the most. I would guess SpongeBob will be interesting to see how it does.
You must be a father. David Brain, who is the Chief Brain and the Chief Executive of Entertainment Properties Trust. Thanks so much for joining us, and continued success.
Thank you very much.